Just this morning, we made a call for Danielle Smith to remove somebody from the United Conservative Party, a guy named Jeffrey Rath. Who's Jeffrey Rath, you might ask? Well, he's one of the leaders of the separatist movement here in Alberta. He's the guy that took over the floor of the last UCP AGM back in November. Got a standing ovation for separation. He's also a lawyer that has a long record of, shall we say, shady behavior in his work. He's been sanctioned 5 times by the Alberta Law Society. And just yesterday, we found that a court has ordered a freeze on his assets connected with an accusation that he's defrauded a First Nation of funds being held in trust for children. And now, he's one of the people that Danielle Smith has bent over backwards to accommodate in his goal to force us into a vote on separating Alberta from Canada. Another one of those folks is a guy named Mitch Sylvester, who owns a sporting goods store in Bonnyville. He's the president of the UCP's Constituency Association for Bonnyville, Cold Lake, St. Paul, and is head of the Alberta Prosperity Project, another leader in the separatist movement. And Mitch has some, shall we say, interesting ideas. There's a reporter a few months back, spent about a week tagging along with Mitch as he toured around the province promoting separatism. And afterwards, he described Sylvester as being, quote, dangerously detached from reality. Because Mitch would say things like the fact that he thinks King Charles is trying to have him killed, that oil spills help trees grow, that Canada has the highest taxes in the world, and Mitch is on record claiming that the federal government is actively trying to replace white Canadians with immigrants. So these are the kinds of folks that Danielle Smith has changed our laws for 3 times, where she sent government lawyers to support in court, all to help ensure that they could use a petition to force us all to have to vote on separation in the referendum this fall. And when the courts actually put a stop to that and blocked them, she put the question on the ballot herself. So now we get the privilege of paying as much as $130 million for that referendum to happen. Not to mention all of the chaos and uncertainty that come with even just entertaining this question of separation, all the impacts on business, potential loss of investment, all because Danielle Smith has let folks like Rath and Sylvester run wild to the point that 55% of the members of the UCP now support separatism, which is what we're calling on her now to do what she should have done years ago, to be an actual leader in her party and kick Rath out. Because if she's actually against separatism and for Alberta as part of a united Canada, if she's actually in charge of her own party, she'd have no room in it for someone like Jeffrey Rath.